Has there ever been a moment when something felt simply too good to be true? Picture yourself in the shoes of the disciples in an upper room, experiencing this very feeling. As they beheld a resurrected Jesus, their disbelief was not born out of doubt, but rather from overwhelming joy. In the midst of their awe, Jesus did not leave them to simply revel in the experience. Understanding that the thrill of this moment could fade over time, he took a step further to ground their faith in something more enduring: the Word of God. In the book of Luke, Jesus is documented saying, "These are the words which I spoke to you while I was still with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms concerning me." This was Jesus pointing them back to the prophetic foundation of his work and ministry. The Word of God was, and still is, a powerful motivator for witness and mission. Jesus knew that for the disciples' faith to be solidified, they needed to understand why he had to die and what his resurrection signified. Their worldview needed to shift from a political and earthly kingdom to a spiritual one, where the solution to sin and Christ's victory over death reigned supreme. The gospel was not just about political sovereignty for Israel. It was about Christ's victory over Satan, the promise of a world free from wickedness, a new creation, and the assurance of God dwelling among his people. Jesus opened their understanding so they could comprehend these truths which they were to share with the world. Personal experiences with Jesus, while deeply transformative, cannot be sustained without the foundation of his word. This includes understanding the prophecies that trace the history and events leading up to and including the first and second advents of Christ. When these truths are firmly understood, we find ourselves ready and motivated for mission. So ask yourself this: how well grounded are you in the prophecies that point to Christ, both his first and second comings? In these last days, why is it so crucial to be grounded in the Word of God, including the prophecies? Understanding these truths is not just for personal edification, but it is also essential for sharing the good news for mission.